Hello, everyone. This is Record of Ragnatalk, the podcast about the manga and anime Record of Ragnarok, and I am joined by an extremely special guest, the English voice of Nikola Tesla, John Patneaude. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me, Alex.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Now, I'm just going to go into 5 questions that I ask pretty much everybody. Just answer as honestly as you can. And starting off, what media had a big influence early in your life, like a movie, TV show, or even a band or song?
Ooh, okay, we're going early. I think the first entity, whether that be, movies, TV, or music, that had a big impact on my life, like from the get-go, was the Beatles, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, that was like some of the first music that I was exposed to. My parents would just have, Beatles greatest hits between, 63 and 69 playing all the time. And like my first favorite song was Get Back by the Beatles. I know that for a fact.
Get back to where you once belonged. Get back.
Nice.
And yeah, I think and then, as I got older I realized, oh, they're considered to be like the best band ever.
Yeah.
And then when I was in middle school and high school, I'm like, I'm going to get into like more obscure bands because I want to be a hipster.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
But now, it's funny now, I've been like listening to the Beatles again and realizing, wow, they were like at the beginning of everything. Like,
Yeah.
they changed pop music forever. I mean, if you listen to Helter Skelter, that's technically the first heavy metal song.
Yeah.
And they were so revolutionary in such a short time frame when you think about it. Like I'm 28 right now. Like Paul McCartney was my age when the Beatles broke up.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought they broke up so much later.
No, they formed the band when they were like 16, 17, and then they were together for like 9, 10 years.
Oh,
And
my
then
God.
I think when they were like 28, 30, they were like, okay, off to our own thing.
Yeah.
And I think about that a lot. Just, obviously, we shouldn't compare ourselves because
Yep,
comparison is the
exactly.
thief of joy.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Yep.
I think about me being, 27. I just turned 27. So like, I'm like, oh wow, I can't even like debate it. I'm in my late 20s, and I'm
Yeah.
like, have I done everything that I've wanted to do?
I'm in the
Is
exact
this?
same boat. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
27 as well. So I'm in
hmm
the exact same boat.
Yeah. No, it's weird. It's weird. Being born in 1998 is weird because we were sort of on the precipice, or not on the precipice. I'm saying that word, and I don't like. I was just trying to say to be smart.
No, I get you.
Um,
I get
but no, like, but throughout our life, the t- our there's been like one tragic or historical calamity once every 5 to 8 years almost.
It feels like every 2
And
years at this point.
yeah, especially lately.
Yeah.
We don't have to dwell much more into that, but
Yeah. We know.
yeah. Anyway, to also answer your question, I'd say a big influence on me were the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. Those meant a lot to
Ooh,
me, and
nice.
still do. And pretty much all of the like the Disney animated Renaissance movies, like Beauty and the Beast, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. What else? Like I guess Little Mermaid was sort of in that
Mm-hmm.
Renaissance period. But yeah, no, I remember I would watch those movies all the time on like the chonky white VHS tape cases.
Yes.
Remember those? Like the chonky white ones?
Remember Disney
And
Fast Play?
no, I don't.
Like every every VHS is like, this DVD is sponsored, or not sponsored. What was the word? This DVD has Disney Fast Play, and it would play at the beginning of every like intro.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Okay. You unlocked a core memory. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
that
Yeah.
thing brings me back.
We got to bring physical media back, man.
Oh, I have season 1 of Record of Ragnarok on DVD, and I'm like, where are the other ones? Where are the others?
I didn't even know they sold the first one on DVD.
It went really
I
under the
mean,
radar.
no, that's a whole. I mean, we can get into like a whole topic about this, but like nothing exists on physical space. Like I was talking to my friend about this
Mm-hmm.
the other day, and I'm getting onto a tangent. This will be like the last thing, and then we can move
No,
on to your
people,
second
I
question.
love tangents.
Um, but there is this J.G. Quintel show. J.G. Quintel, for people who don't know, he created Regular Show. He made this other show called Close Enough that was airing on HBO Max, which then became Max, which then became HBO Max again. So I'm just going to continue calling it HBO Max.
Isn't it now, like, didn't they partner with Disney Plus or something? So now it's...
Well, I mean, there's like a bundle that you can buy, but it's still called it's still a separate thing.
Mm.
But because David Zaslav wanted a tax write-off to save money
Yeah.
and give himself a raise. He took so many animated shows, including that one, off their service, and now you can't watch it anywhere.
They're just gone.
They just you have to pirate it.
That's the...
And there's no physical media of that show. Like, there's no like DVD box set, there's no Blu-ray box set to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's a problem, especially now with anime, because
mm-hmm.
I mean, anime's all on streaming, and DVD box sets, when they do exist, are like so expensive. I remember one time, I spent $45 for like 6 episodes of a show that I haven't even watched yet because I wanted an autograph at a convention.
Yeah, and now it costs $49.
Yeah, it's insane. But moving on, normally I ask my guests if they watch any sports, and if so, who's their team. I know earlier you said that you don't watch any sports.
So I mean, I don't watch sports, but I am from New York State, so by law I'm a Yankees fan. But have I seen a Yankees game in the past 15 years? No. But if they win, I'm like, yay.
Are you more... Okay, so I guess you gotta lay your allegiances here now. Do you prefer the Jets or the Bills?
Well,
Flip a
here's the
coin?
thing. So, I'm gonna say Jets.
Okay.
Only because when I was little, I had a Jets blanket as a little kid, and that's the only reason. I know the Jets are a terrible football team. I know this.
Yeah.
Like, even as someone who doesn't watch football, I know I pay attention to culture. I know they're the butt of every joke. Listen,
Hey.
it's the balancing act, okay? Like, the Yankees are among like the best U.S. baseball team.
Yep.
So the other New York team in the football division, you have to suck.
You gotta be
to
it's
keep
only
it
fair.
balanced. Yeah.
It's like the Ravens are good, but the Orioles suck. You know.
I don't know what that means, but yeah.
Maryland teams. Orioles are baseball, Ravens are football.
Ah, okay.
Gotcha. Okay. Exactly. All right.
Again, only know New York teams.
Yeah, that's totally valid. So,
Yeah.
what was the first anime you ever saw ever?
First anime? Well, I feel like the first anime I saw, while not being cognizant that it was an anime, would probably be like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, yeah.
But first anime that I saw when I wanted to like actually get into anime, because I think I watched anime a little bit when I was a little kid, and then didn't have access to it for the longest time. And then when I was in middle school and high school, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna like watch shows again. I watched Death Note and Cowboy Bebop, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think Death Note was what started it. Like, Death Note and Cowboy Bebop are like the two best starter animes.
Oh, yeah,
I
no,
think.
for sure.
Yeah.
I don't mention this, but we are the same age, pretty much. The first anime I ever saw that I didn't know was an anime. Do you remember Bakugan Battle Brawlers?
You know, I remember Bakugan.
Yeah.
I remember I played with the. I had like I had the toy. and I had like the
Yes.
little tower that you could put them all in.
Yes.
And then they had like the metal cards, and then
Yeah.
you could roll them onto the card. And like I never knew how to play the game.
Oh,
I
yeah,
just
no.
liked rolling the Bakugan onto the card.
Do you remember what color it was, or did you just have a variety? Or...
I had a variety. I feel like if I'm remembering, most of them were red. I don't remember
Yeah.
like specifically like what model I had, but I had them.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were blowing up in my school when that happened. They were like everywhere for a bit. So, what was your first ever acting gig? I don't mean like professionally. I mean ever that you ever did ever.
Ever, so like not even like we're counting school performance, like not professional.
Yeah,
So
it's
just
school
like acting.
performance.
Okay.
Your first school performance, if there was one.
I played Mr. Salt in a kindergarten production of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Nice.
It was weird because I think it was, I say kindergarten production, but I think it was like K through third grade.
Okay.
And when you're in kindergarten, third graders feel like teenagers to you.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh
they
my
s-
God. Yes.
They seem so much older than, like, if I were to look at a kindergartner and a third grader now, I'm like, yeah, well, I mean, one's older, but like they're both
They're toddlers, pretty much.
taught. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I played Mr. Salt, and I remember, I think they wanted me to be. I think they wanted me to be a different role, but I kept complaining about, like, I wanted to like play on my Game Boy or something.
Yep.
So as a compromise, they were like, okay, well, since this one role needs to be, rehearsed now, John, you can be Mr. Salt since we haven't cast anyone as that. And I'm like, okay, because Mr. Salt isn't really in the show like all that much.
Right.
He's in, he's like one of like the first victims, right?
Yeah.
Isn't Veruca like the first victim? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know where it is, but there's footage on a VCR tape somewhere
Yo.
of me, of like 4-year-old me in the worst bald cap imaginable. Because Mr. Salt was bald.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first one.
Did you have any speaking lines?
I mean, Mr. Salt does speak, but I don't really remember. Like, I remember. I specifically remember. Like my last line of the play where, Willy Wonka is talking about. Oh yeah, well, Veruca is going through da 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 da,
Right.
and explaining all of the wonderful things that Veruca is probably going through.
Yeah.
Probably entering a trash compactor or something.
Yeah.
And I think I remember screaming as a little kid, Veruca, sweetheart, come back, Daddy's got you, or something, and just like diving into the little egg chute that we built out of cardboard.
Nice.
Yeah.
Your first stunt gig as well.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
There you go. What is your favorite band?
Oh man. I love music so much, and I don't man, I feel like I can't narrow down like a favorite. I go through phases.
Right.
With bands. I went through when I was in high school, I was really into Rush. When I was in college, I got really into The Police and Tame Impala and LCD Sound System. I mean, I know I touched on earlier the Beatles.
Yeah, yeah.
Favorite band. Man, you know, I.
It's
Man,
okay.
this
It's
sucks.
okay if you can't have it. It's all right. It's okay. I don't wanna force you.
I named like four or five of them.
Yeah.
Those are among my favorites.
There you go.
I love them.
You loved him.
Yeah.
How familiar with the real Nikola Tesla were you before recording for the character?
I mean, I knew who he was.
Mm-hmm.
I knew, my introduction. It's funny. This is like an interesting parallel.
Mm-hmm.
My introduction to him was when I was really little, we had this neighbor who was like an older guy.
Mm-hmm.
His name was Mr. Lockwood, who did a lot of was like a hobbyist, like tinkerer,
Yeah.
and was like working on building his own Tesla coil.
Oh, that's
Um,
awesome.
yeah, and at the time I was really interested in science. Like I wanted to be an astronaut when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
And he took interest in that, and we formed this, really cool bond, and he taught me a lot about science and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It was so long ago. I wish I could remember more. But I think he's passed since then.
Well,
But no, it was like it was the strangest coincidence. 'Cause even my mom mentioned it when she called me on the phone. I think a week after it was announced that I was playing Nikola, and she was like, "Don't you remember Mr. Lockwood?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do. I thought about that the other day." Um, so that was my introduction to him, and I mean, obviously, I knew about the Tesla coil,
yeah.
and I knew about the Tesla car company, um,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't know much about the man, and I mean, obviously, the Nikola Tesla of history is not the Nikola Tesla that I played in the
Right.
show.
Not. Yeah. They're not
Um,
identical.
no, but I was familiar with him, but like I didn't like part of my research wasn't like going on Nikola Tesla's Wikipedia page.
No, I get you.
Yeah.
So, have you seen all the episodes with Tesla and Beelzebub and their fight? Have you watched them all?
I haven't yet.
That's all right.
Actually.
That's totally
I
fine. I was just curious.
Yeah, no, so I got kicked off my parents' Netflix because Netflix doesn't like it when you share passwords.
Oh
So
yeah.
if I do want to see it, I have to either ask a friend for their account or buy my own for a month, which I'll get around to because I
Yeah.
need to.
One of these
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
another
but,
streaming service you got to pay for that pops
You
up.
know, I mean, I've seen clips on YouTube and
Yeah.
and stuff, and uh, I gotta say, I feel like we're all so critical of our own performances once we see them
Oh yeah, for sure.
on air or like in the finished product.
Mhm.
And I don't know, like it was a bit surreal being in a show where I'm hearing other people that I grew up listening to and also people that I really respect and who
Yeah.
I think are super talented, and I'm like, am I like standing like am I like holding my own against these people? But the response to Nicola's performance has been very nice and very heartwarming. Because I did put a lot into it.
Yeah.
Just because I felt uh, his main objective is to spread hope and to prove that humanity is capable of so much, and it's a message that I really resonated with and felt really connected to, and I hope that came through in the performance.
I can genuinely say that it did because he is probably, we can talk spoilers. When people, a question comes up a lot in the community of, if you could change the outcome of which fight, which would it be? And consistently, number one, it is Nikola Tesla versus Beelzebub. Because he is, even before the anime came out, I remember
Yeah.
years ago, I remember reading the manga with him and following along every month. And, when you see these characters that you fall in love with reading the manga month to month and find out they're going to be put to screen, there's a lot riding on that, not only for the voice
Yeah.
actor but the fans of it, and you did a phenomenal job. And I'm not just saying that because you're here. You could ask me any day of the week, anybody could ask, and you did an incredible performance and you made all of the fans happy. So I want to let you know that you have nothing to
Well-
worry about. Everyone loved it. I haven't seen a single person say anything negative about your performance. I've only seen positives.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Sorry, I just to me to drop a love bomb on you, but yeah, no, it's
Ah!
God. Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
I had liked it before, and then I rewatched it just earlier today before the interview, and it just dawned on me how much effort you put in, and it really bled through. So thank you for that.
I also felt really lucky to be able to work with so our voice director for this season and for season 2 was Michael Allen Schneider, who folks might know him as from Fatal Fury and other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
He's Terry Bogard in Fatal Fury.
Which is a legend.
A legend, and also like a fantastic voice director. And also, we've been friends for a few years. Like Mike and I met playing Dungeons and Dragons together.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and I felt so comfortable with him, and so open for experimentation, and it's so. I'm realizing right now that even in other sessions that I go to, I still have like a tinge of like I still feel a little bit of this fear when I go in that I'm like, okay, I have to like prove that like I'm worthy of this job still, and that I'm not completely the wrong choice for this character,
Right.
and they don't need to recast me. But I think that session made me realize, no, I gotta like treat this as a collaborative thing. You know, we're all creatives and we're all artists and we're all trying to make this great thing. And Michael made me feel at ease, and he was incredibly fun to work with, and I think we did some fantastic stuff together.
Yeah, and he is also and he is the voice of Kentucky now, and so that's a big responsibility. And
Yeah,
man, that fight's still going on right now in the manga, and it's intense. So I look forward to that.
I think he mentioned that like I mean, I don't want to like you'd have to interview Michael, but I'm not sure because I think he mentioned this to me, but I could be getting a fact switched around. But I think I don't know if he was cast as that character or if he like gave that character a voice because he needed one.
Right.
But I think it was a situation of like he voiced him without realizing how big of a deal he would become.
Yeah.
So
season 4, he's going to be very hardworking. Hopefully there's a season 4. I don't know. Hope to God, but
I mean, I mean, fingers crossed.
Yeah. So, do you have any memorable bloopers recording Record of Ragnarok?
I do, but I don't think I can share them.
You know what's funny? What's
Yeah.
really funny? I had interviewed Corey Yee the other week, the voice of Chin Huang in Hades, and he said the same thing. So
Yeah, no, they're like, listen, I listen. If this wasn't being published, I would love to tell you some of the stuff that we did, but it will never see the light of day, unfortunately. That is between me and Mike.
yeah, I remember the English voice of Raiden, Michael. They told me one blooper. They told me about a blooper that did happen, and I was like, "Oh, wow, y'all go there." So, that's all
Yeah.
I'll say.
We like to have fun.
Hey, and you can tell when recording.
Yeah.
Like, I love when you can tell voice actors are having fun and enjoying the process. And that definitely shines through with this series.
Yeah. I do miss it when, I mean, this goes back to the whole physical media thing, but I miss it when there used to be blooper reels
Yes.
included in like the DVDs for shows or anime or something.
Yes.
That's not really a thing anymore, and it makes me sad because I don't know if like what we recorded has been deleted or what. If there's like an end of year, end of season party, if they'll show it, I don't know. But
Somewhere deep within the vaults of Netflix.
somewhere.
Somewhere.
Well, actually, more likely in the studio because I don't think the studio felt comfortable sending. I don't think that Netflix wanted any blue. I don't know. I don't want to speak on behalf of Netflix.
Somewhere in the data centers of like Adobe or somewhere that has all that.
Yeah.
So I was rewatching the fight earlier today, as I mentioned, and it really dawned on me just how intense a lot of his like attack names shouting is. All of his silly attack names, shouting them. You really put a lot of gusto into that, and I know usually from interviewing other voice actors that you record the show in chronological order, but for those, do they save those very loud yelling pulse punch like shouts? Do they save those to the very end of the session?
I mean, if you request to record that way, you can. I don't think I did because I didn't think to, and that would have been a much better idea. I mean, already, but like, I think regardless, um, I still would have tired my voice out anyway, because I only had 3 sessions for that show.
Okay.
I had, because they were still, receiving episodes from Netflix and like not everything was adapted yet. But also that gave me ample time to recover in between. Because I think between each session I had, there were like 3 weeks of me being able to recover and like have a voice again. Because I could not talk after like each day of recording.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because not only is it like a very intense battle and everything, but and I'm sure your listeners can tell, I don't sound like Nikola right now. I have to, like, it's a voice that I put on.
Yeah.
It's I'm Nikola, science.
Yeah.
So, and when you're adding that much texture to your voice, when you get louder and start yelling and screaming, it accelerates the damage if you're using improper technique, but
right.
It can accelerate, you getting worn out faster. So
yeah,
that was very tricky. But yeah, no, I should have I should have saved those near the end, but I totally didn't. And definitely because I was those, like the plasma pulse punches, like that was like reaching the absolute extent of my energy and range too.
Oh yeah, you could
because
you
like
could tell.
You want there to be a musicality to it, but then there's just your voice just kind of stops at a certain point, and I'm like, oh no, hold on, like fuck it, we gotta push through. So it was a lot of hoping that it came through, and hopefully it sounds okay.
It sounded great. Now I just pictured Nikola Tesla yelling "fuck it, we ball" before teleporting his arm. That'd be hilarious. Do you have a favorite Tesla moment?
I think you mentioned it. It's when he teleports his arm.
I lost my mind. It was such an incredible moment.
Yeah, no, that was fun to do, and I mean, story-wise, it felt very cathartic because that was, even though, spoiler alert, Tesla did lose the fight.
Yeah.
I think he won the moral victory.
He absolutely did.
Because, and I've told Michael this, I've told other people this, Tesla's fight in Record of Ragnarok, to me, follows a very similar trajectory of the movie Rocky.
Yes.
Because Rocky Balboa does not want to win.
Right.
He wants to go the distance. That's his goal. Tesla wants to go the distance, go toe-to-toe with a god, and prove that humanity is capable of incredible things, and that the future of humanity is here to stay. So that's why I love that moment, and then I also love the humanity, like that whole speech before he passes.
Yeah.
Was really fun to record.
I think that speech is what solidified him in the community as such an incredible character, because something about somebody who never loses hope, even in a moment where all hope really is lost, there's something beautiful about that.
I think there is something very beautiful about that. In particular, I mean, not to get like super political, I'll be as vague as I can,
yes.
but I have a lot of friends that have told me that 2025 is like the worst year of their life, and
Yeah.
I kind of agree with them. It's been a shitty year.
Yeah, it's not been great.
And I feel like everyone had like a tiny bit of hope when the Superman movie came out, and then it's
Yeah.
like, yay, it's gonna be great again, and then it wasn't, and they're like, oh god, okay. But that's why we go to the movies. That's why whether it's escapism or inspiration to keep going, we have these hopeful characters, like coming at it from such a truthful place too.
Yeah.
Like they fully believe it, and it felt really special to play a character like that.
Yeah, no, totally. And
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people kind of need that right now. And
Mm-hmm.
I think Tesla provided that. And I think your performance added on to that. Sorry, I keep glazing your performance. I'm sorry.
Stop glazing me!
No!
No, I'm kidding.
No. So, what do you and Nikola Tesla, the character, what do you guys have in common? And do you think you'd get along together in real life?
What do we have in common? I think we both have a relatively optimistic outlook on
Mhm.
life. And that tends to be, and like even like removed from Tesla, that tends to be a typecast that I have. I get cast as a lot of hopeful characters.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tesla's pretty hopeful. Udius Velgear and Yu-Gi-Oh! Gurush, he's very hopeful.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I my character in Arknights is very hopeful, very
Yeah.
chipper, very puppy dog. Um, so I think like I have an attitude and a vocal print that sort of easily slips into that. And I do think we'd you know we'd be friends in real life.
Yeah.
I love it. I love hearing people talk about things that they're passionate about, and I feel like
Yes.
I would just listen to Tesla all day
Oh, for
and
sure.
hear him talk about science.
For sure.
Yeah.
And it's hard not to get along with.
Yeah, no, he's a chill dude. Well, he's a chill dude when you think about it. I mean, like intensely chill. And what I mean by that is like he's just so enthusiastic about everything, but also like very kind and empathetic and a complete humanitarian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Nikola Tesla is obviously known for his inventions with technology and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I know earlier you mentioned you're a gamer. What pieces of technology could you not live without? Is it that gaming laptop? Or I don't know if it's a laptop though.
It's a desktop. Thank you. No.
God.
Yeah. God, what could I not I guess, I mean, just because, it's tied into my living, my microphone, my
Yeah.
interface,
Mm-hmm.
my Mac Mini that I record into. I mean, okay. I don't want to say like my cell phone because that feels like a cop-out answer,
But it's
but
true.
also we live in a society where like it is like I ride the bus everywhere, and I have the
Yeah.
tap card app on my phone. If I don't have my phone, I'm not going anywhere.
Exactly.
But in terms of, I guess my earbuds, like my Raycon my wireless earbuds, because I feel like I need to like listen to music or something when I'm out and about and like on a walk or something.
Oh yeah. What do you usually listen to? Music, podcasts, audiobooks?
Sometimes, I mean, podcasts, sometimes I'll continue listening to a YouTube video that I was
Yes.
watching. Music, pretty much, I listen to most music, whatever Spotify recommends to me, or
Yeah.
sometimes I'll be listening to something specific.
Yeah. If you could invent a device to help make everyday tasks easier, what would you invent?
I would invent a button that stops time for everyone but you,
Oh, that
so
sounds
you
great.
could just walk around. It's sort of like, you know the movie Click? The
Yeah,
Adam
that's
Sandler
what I
movie
was
Click?
thinking.
Just like the remote from Click.
Yeah.
I've actually gotten into this debate with a few friends, and they're like, well, if you pause time, but time is paused for everyone but you'd age so much faster. And I'm like, mine wouldn't do that. I'd make it so mine wouldn't do that.
Yes. It's like when you're a kid and you're playing a game and you make up rules so that you can't lose.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This is already made up. Like,
No, this is real.
stopping time doesn't exist anyway. Like,
Time
I can
is
do
a
it whatever I want.
Time is a
Yeah.
concept.
Yeah.
So, Nikola Tesla was known in real life for his and there are subtle nods to it in the anime, was known for his very close relationship with pigeons. Do you have any animals that you see and you're like, yes?
Yes, I love foxes.
Yes.
I feel like they're like the best, all the best qualities of a cat and a dog into one animal.
They're so cute.
So adorable. I don't know like what started it. Like it's not like a super big fixation, but I feel like if they I know like domesticated foxes do exist, but if it was more socially acceptable and practical to have a fox as a pet, I might.
Yeah.
Because they just seem very cool.
They really are cool. There's a pack of foxes that live in my neighborhood, and my mom puts
Oh.
out like food and stuff for them, and they're so cute.
Aww.
I love them.
Cool. Yeah.
Now, despite Nikola Tesla not being around in the series for a very long time, within the fandom, he certainly sort of cemented himself as one of the greatest human characters in the series, and he's personally in my top 5 or top 3, arguably top 2. What do you think about Nikola Tesla makes him so people love him so much?
Well, it goes back into what I was saying earlier about his attitude and his outlook on life, and how even through so much opposition and darkness, he maintains such a positive demeanor when objectively maybe he shouldn't.
Yeah.
Maybe he should be a little scared. But he's so hopeful, and I feel like a broken record, but he cares so much about humanity and, what they can achieve. That I think that resonates with people a lot. And because when you think about it, he does exhibit a lot of the same qualities that a typical shonen protagonist does, but it's in this slightly adjacent context, and it makes him easy to root for, especially on like the exact opposite ideologue of Beelzebub.
Yeah.
You have these like two extremes, but one of the extremes is death to all humans. So
yeah.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, oh man, I lost my. But oh yeah. So, going back to things you did while you were in school, production and plays you were in. Who did you play in your high school's production of Shrek the Musical?
Okay, I was I was in the ensemble in that show.
Ah.
I was no one specific, but I did theater all throughout high school, and I'll expound upon some of the other stuff that I did. So the other musicals that we did, I think the first one that I did was The Wedding Singer. I was also in the ensemble for that one.
Okay.
We did the Pajama Game the next year. I was second helper.
Hey.
And I had
that's a
one
credit.
line. And then the year after that, that's when I had a much bigger part, finally. I played Mal Beinecke in the Addams Family musical.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was fun. I had like a little solo in the show. And
Nice.
otherwise, the way that my school would do musicals, we'd have a spring musical, and then we'd have a fall musical that was normally like a junior version of an already established show, like
Got
Shrek
it.
Jr. or Annie Jr. or something like that. We did both of those. I think we also did The Little Well, I don't think I was a part of it. I did like concession for The Little Mermaid. And then we also did a lot of I know one year we skipped doing a spring musical to do this one-act ensemble student written show called about mental health called Exhibit of the Mind.
That
Which of course that's what it was called. We were high schoolers.
yeah.
But what was cool about it was we worked with the Tada Youth Theater from New York City
Oh,
and got to perform the show in a black box theater in New York City during our spring break.
that's awesome.
So yeah, it is the closest I'll ever get to Broadway.
Hey,
um,
closer than
but
most people will get.
yeah. But yeah, it was that that was really fun. And yeah, that was like I think the last big theater thing that I did. After that, I was gonna go to school for theater, but my parents were like, "We want you to have a job after college," so
Yeah.
instead I went to a very expensive art and design college.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did you learn anything nice at that college? I mean, sure, you make
Well,
connections and stuff.
it's funny. I mean, I went to Ringling, which is
Ooh.
like, yeah, no, it's a good school.
Yeah.
And the curriculum is great. It's hard, but it's great.
Hmm.
I was a motion design major, and I think pretty quickly I got burnt out from my own major, and I
Yeah.
wasn't really enthusiastic about doing motion design. I was just sort of following what I was good at, and I was doing voiceover during that time, and like all throughout when I moved out here for a motion design job,
Right.
and eventually I got laid off, and I'm like, okay, well now voiceover has to work.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it's their
but
loss.
now it's been so long, like I don't know if they actually remember who I am. I'd have to, because I didn't really do a good job keeping in touch with a lot of, not through like any animosity
No.
or anything.
Yeah.
It's just like you know, you just stop talking to people.
Yeah. No. That happens over time. You know, you lose
Yeah,
touch. It's nothing
yeah,
personal. It happens. You know.
yeah. No, but yeah, no, it's weird. Um, I used to interface with a lot of these people every day, and then now it's like now I've been out of college longer than I was ever in college for.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Moving on to some community questions. Apple
Mm,
P2 wants to know, do you like apples?
I love apples.
Yep.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for your question. That was
That was great. Thank you, Apple
it was
P2.
fantastic question. I love apples. My favorite kind of apple, I think, is Honeycrisp
Yes.
or Granny Smith.
Granny
One of
Smith
the
is
two.
great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Apple P2. So, Luna Moon Venus wants to know, what do you use to make your hair so pretty?
Well, first of all, thank you.
Mm.
Second of all, so okay, here's my comprehensive and whole hair care routine,
Lay it
okay?
on me.
Um, I only wash my hair maybe like 2 to 3 times a week,
Really?
so
Okay.
not every day. Yeah, because you have to like allow time to let the natural oil set in.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I use I shampoo, and then when I go in with conditioner, you have to use, the more hair you have, the more conditioner you have to use.
Right.
Um, I set in the conditioner, I tie my hair up into like a top bun and let
Mm.
that set in my hair for a few minutes. Then I rinse it out, and then I have a microfiber towel that I dry my hair with. Then I have a leave-in conditioner, which oh man, I'm trying to remember the names of the products that I use.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think the name of the leave-in conditioner that I use is called Texture, but Texture is spelled TXTR. They just removed all the vowels from it. I put that in my hair, just sort of like squeeze it in there, and then I let it air dry. And when I go to bed and I sleep in a silk bonnet to prevent my hair from getting frizzy while I sleep.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you have like a preventative bedhead routine.
Yes. Yes. So you either do that or you just get silk pillowcases.
And that sounds awesome because I have
Yeah.
very bad bedhead all the time.
And even then, like, I'm not like perfect with it. Sometimes I get lazy, and I just, I feel like it's sort of like, because I have curly hair that sort of hides a lot of it. Because
Mm-hmm.
people think they want curly hair until they have to deal with it and how often it gets tangled in freaking everything. But eh, I like having long hair. It's fun.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Did you specifically audition for Tesla? This is from Mac Bowen. Did you specifically audition for Tesla, or was there another character you wanted to voice?
I specifically auditioned for Tesla, but I've also auditioned for other characters in Record of Ragnarok before and not gotten them.
Gotcha.
I think I was sent 2 characters to audition for when I auditioned for Tesla, and I only submitted for Tesla because, and I cannot remember the name of the character, but it's the character that Kieran Regan plays,
Ooh,
and
what did they look
basically,
like? What was their thing?
uh, like the twinkiest character. um,
Nostradamus.
yeah, Nostradamus.
Oh,
Thank you.
Nostradamus was great.
Yeah, yeah. And in the sides, they wanted Nostradamus to have a French accent, and I'm like, okay, it's too late. I'm not going to be able to figure that out. Which is funny because they ended up not doing an accent in the show anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I auditioned for Tesla at like 2 o'clock in the morning because the audition was due in like a few hours,
Oh man.
and I just ran out of time to do other things. I'm like, okay, whatever. And I think because I was in that specific headspace, it allowed me to be a lot more free with what I was doing. Because oftentimes when you're auditioning for stuff, you overthink the shit out of it.
Yeah.
And that can be your biggest trap as an actor. But with Tesla, I was like, okay, okay, is this guy, like, I knew it was from Record of Ragnarok, and I knew it was Nikola Tesla, so I'm like, okay, he's about, hope for humanity, he's a scientist, he probably, if I were to cast this character as any other actor that I know, he'd be played by Crispin Freeman, so I will do an impression of Crispin
Ooh,
Freeman.
yeah. I
Which
can
is
hear
funny
it now.
because I noticed a few people, like, on Reddit, like, when the trailer came out, were like, oh, they got Crispin to voice this guy. Awesome. And I'm like,
They have no idea.
you have no idea, my friend. I don't know. Woo! But, yeah, no, I auditioned for him directly. That is the answer to your question. I don't know how to end some of these.
No, you're
tangents that I
totally
have.
fine. You're totally fine.
Yeah.
Who is your from Visible West 7705? Who is your favorite character in Record of Ragnarok outside of Tesla?
I said it for the Netflix anime interview thing, and I'll say it again. Zirafuku. I also auditioned for that character, but ended up going to Melly Grant,
Right.
who was fantastic.
Did a
as
phenomenal
that
job.
character. She, fantastic person, fantastic actor.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, so good, so good. So I'd have to say that one. Yeah.
What do you like about Zirafuku so much?
I like, I like their design. I like their battle a lot. I've talked to Melly, about what she had to go through, and it was sort of a similar thing to me where, like, she also was like, I can't talk after
Yeah.
each session because it's so intense.
A lot of screaming.
But the intensity and the emotionality that she brought to it just made me fall in love with the character.
Oh.
Also, the design is like fucking cool.
Oh yeah, the giant axe of misery. That shit was
Oh yeah.
badass. Loki from Record of Ragnarok, that's the username, wants to know, how did you feel about getting this role, and what did you expect from the character?
So what's funny is that when I was cast as Nikola, I didn't think I was cast as Nikola. I just got an avail check for Record of Ragnarok, and I was like, oh, okay, they're probably gonna have me play additional voices or something. That's cool. But then Michael Schneider DM'd me on Discord, being like, "Hey, we're gonna be working together. Congrats, dude." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, thanks for bringing me on." Um, but then he kept talking to me like this was like a big role, and I'm like, "Wait, did I book Nikola?" And he's like, "Yeah, dude." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
Because I fully did not expect to book him. Like I expected, um, I with a character like this, and also with the other new people in the cast and other established actors, like like he got David Hayter to be in this show.
Yeah.
I'm in a show with David Hayter. That's weird.
That's hey, that's
Um,
incredible.
but I think I was just very surprised and was like, okay, I I have to bring it now.
Yeah.
um, so I was definitely nervous, like going into the session, but then like once I was there and I everything was chill with Mike and Mike let me play and everything, it all became easier. So yeah.
Yeah. I guess to wrap up the community questions, well,
Hmm.
this is the top question from the
Hmm.
post from Alternative Hall 265. And this is their question. What is it like being a goated voice actor and playing a goated character?
Um, well, first of all, thank you. I would not classify myself as goated. I feel like I'm a little bit too I'm a little bit too early in the career
Mm-hmm.
for that kind of acknowledgement, but um, it feels good. It feels good to have the privilege to embody someone and play someone who resonates so much for so many people. And um, I hope that I get to have more experiences like this, whether it be with, Tesla again, probably
Mm-hmm.
not, but um,
Hey, you never know.
you never know. Whether it be with Tesla or with, any other character that I book in the future. I feel like roles like this are rare. And I had such a joyous time recording this, and it was such an honor and again a privilege to be a part of this. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
I I hope that answers your
That
question.
was a wonderful answer, and
Mhm.
thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I hope I didn't ramble or get sidetracked too often.
No, no, no,
But
no. You did
this was really fun. I really appreciate you reaching out. This is great. I love this.